The broccoli seeds have been soaking overnight, so I'm going to drain the water. You can save this water to water plants or, I don't know, to feed your pets. There's nutrients in there. You can also use it to water your microgreens if you're growing them. So with broccoli it's very important to let the water run clear the first time. So I usually rinse them for like 2 to 3 times, just very quick. Then what you want to do is shake out the excess water, but not like this, but like this. Then you divide the seeds like this. You place it on a 45-degree angle. You let it drain for like half an hour or longer. Just the next time you see your jar, you take it, you lay it down flat on one of the edges. That way the airflow is just the best and they do really, really well. So that is what I do at least. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing tonight and I will see you tomorrow. I'm growing broccoli sprouts. I'm using a 24-ounce mason jar. I use about 2 to 3 tablespoons. I'm going to use 2.5 tablespoons for this one. If you're new to sprouting, you can use like a lot less if you're not going to eat that much. Broccoli is also more expensive, so keep that in mind compared to like alfalfa or something. I'm using the Masontops lids, the bean screens, they're called the bean screens, and I'm letting them soak for like 8 hours or overnight. I usually sleep for 12 hours, so yeah, I just don't worry about it and just will drain them tomorrow. See you tomorrow. This is broccoli. It's day 2. It's morning. I'm going to rinse them. They look really good. They're really dry. Can you hear that? That's what you want. I always double rinse them. And again, I'm shaking the water out like this. These 24-ounce jars are really good for that because you have a good grip on them. So I'm not shaking them like this. Like if you do that really hard, it's just better to do it this way. Also more fun, like a salsa shaker. I'm going to place them on a 45-degree angle for a while. Let the excess water drain out. It's very important with broccoli to let them drain properly. It's important with any sprout, but especially with broccoli. So, and then I'm going to lay it down flat on one of the edges, like we always do, so that it gets a lot of airflow. And just do the same thing tonight, and then I will see you tomorrow for day 3. Broccoli, day 3. They're doing really well. Can you see that fluffy stuff that kind of looks like mold? Well, it isn't. They are just thirsty. So what the roots do is they expand their root hairs, so their, how do you say that? So their surface area increases so that they can access moisture more easily. So, and also with broccoli, I like it when you hear this because it just means they're really dry and there's just less chance of them going bad that way, you know. So yeah, this is what you want. Going to do a double rinse, and with broccoli they sometimes kind of stick to the edges, so kind of swirl them around for a little longer. Those are things that I don't even think about, and you will develop your own style. This is just what I like to do. Kind of swirl them around. I also think this is kind of therapeutic for some reason. Like, yeah, I just love the whole process of it. Okay, I'm going in for stirring. I don't even know why sometimes. Just go with my gut feeling. Shaking out the water. Sometimes this hurts my wrist, but with these jars I'm doing pretty well. So I still am going to divide them like this. At this point it's not really necessary anymore, but they do really well this way, so I just keep doing it. I'm going to place them on a 45-degree angle to let them drain for a while, just like we did in the previous days. And you are going to do the same thing tonight. And then I'll see you tomorrow for day 4. This is day 4 of the broccoli sprouts, and they're ready. If yours do not look like this yet, I have to. It isn't morning exactly. It's like, what is it? It's like 4:30 p.m. I slept for way too long. So. If yours do not look like this yet, you're just going to rinse them like we did before, and then I think that night they will look something like this. So okay, so I'm taking them out of the sprouting jar. I love it when they're like this. I think it's so cool. I'm going to take some of the seed husks off. Dehull them, if you will. Oh, this is not necessary at all. I just like, I don't know. It's just therapeutic or something. So, see all the husks. I do this 2 times. Then I'm going to spin them. You could let them sprout for longer if you like, so that they all will green up. I am not going to do that. I'm just going to store them in the fridge like this and add them to my salad. You see how well they've done? Broccoli was always a sprout that was really hard for me to grow, but these jars, they are just doing amazing. So for that reason I am going to stick with these, because I don't have to worry about anything, you know. I use the same method for all of my sprouts and they all do well. Before I was sprouting some in my gay food jars, and then I was sprouting some in geo jars, but I didn't really like those. So, but these bean screen sprouting lids by Masontops, yeah, I really like them so far. The only downside is, like I said before, is that some seeds can get stuck in the lids. But I just take a toothpick and I just take them all out. You can even do that in front of the TV, so that shouldn't be an excuse or something. And the Gayful had downsides too, you know. So I haven't found a sprouting jar so far that is like perfect, like a 10 out of 10. Nope. So I'm storing them like this in a fridge, and I'm keeping one of the corners open because you're working with a living food and they need to breathe. So in 4 days you have grown your own homegrown organic produce. Isn't that so cool? So yeah,